gorgeous one. I am Jackie Gates, also known as the Goddess, and I'm back. After a whole month away, I've been visiting Africa, actually more specifically Cape Town, to see my parents, whom I haven't seen since 2008. So it was a wonderful trip and absolutely epic, because having to spend 12 hours in one seat and then 8 hours in another seat in a plane is very, very tiring. And it has a habit of making you end up looking like your passport photo, you know. But it's taken me a long time to get back, to get over the jet lag. But I'm here, yay! And I missed you all. I really did. It was really quite something not to be online at all. Not only was it really good for me to be away from any kind of outside stimulus as far as blogs and Facebook and all that kind of stuff, but it was so good to really, really connect with my parents. And today's Goddess Insight has to do with your parents. It was very, very interesting, having been away for so long and done so much in the way of self-development, studying the law of attraction, becoming a goddess. All those things really have made me into a different person. I was not the same Jackie as I was 3 years ago, and my mum noticed it. What I noticed, and this is no way a detraction from the awesomely wonderful parents that they are, but what I noticed was exactly where my fear and lack programming came from. I've spent a lot of time getting over the lack programming, the fear of not having enough, not having something for a rainy day, that every penny needs to be stretched as far as possible, not out of a good stewardship point of view, but out of a fear that there might not be more. My parents are amazing and have got all three of us kids through fabulous schools, and they did everything they could to give us the kind of upbringing that we have been incredibly blessed with. But there's a lot of the sort of depression age, I suppose it is, although they're both war babies, Second World War babies. There's a lot of that mindset still embedded in them, and I was very aware of it, listening to them in almost a new frame, a new viewpoint, because it struck me, even just on the drive from the airport. My mum mentioned how she couldn't afford something, and she must have said those "I can't afford" about 4 or 5 times in the first evening. And I thought it would be quite fun just to subconsciously count how many times she says it in a day, and eventually I stopped counting because it was too often, right? And I thought, no wonder it's taken me so long to shift from that. In fact, I haven't completely. I have to work on it on a daily basis. And it also made me look at the other things that are programmed into me, and all very well-meaning, but nonetheless they're there. And I just thought that you might find that interesting. The first thing I wanted to share was that, and tell you, is that you are, I don't want to say not to blame for your programming, but so much of it is put in there before you even know what's right or wrong. So be gentle on yourself, okay? Be nice to yourself. Don't beat yourself up for something that you had no say in the input of. Just work steadily to remove it, to lessen the energy of it. Each time you are aware of yourself thinking something that is not serving you, or that you're aware that you're doing something that will sabotage the great dream that you have, that awareness eats away at the energy of the programming until eventually you instill your own programming that is the goddess that you are, that reawakens the deliciously creative and powerful being that you really, really are, and that you were from day one. So that was my parental awareness from my big trip in South Africa. I hope you've had a fabulous month while I was away. I'm looking forward to catching up with everybody. And I do hope that you're on track for Christmas. I know I have some catching up to do. I also have a new business that I'm launching, and I'm doing an intensive as far as marketing, so it's going to be very, very busy. You're going to hear lots of interesting information from me, and I hope this little insight gives you pause for thought. Do pop over to Facebook, say hi, and hit reply onto this email and tell me what you think. I'd love to hear from you, and I look forward to talking to you again on Wednesday. Have a fabulous day, darling. Bye for now.